Hi, I'm Erica, trademark lawyer and founder of DiAngelo Law. So when I meet people for the first time and I tell them that I'm a trademark lawyer, a lot of times they go, "Oh my gosh, I want to trademark the name of my business," or "Oh my gosh, I've been thinking about hiring a trademark lawyer." And I ask them why they haven't yet, and usually the answer is because they just don't know. They don't know what they don't know. They're like, "Well, I'm not sure what I need to protect or how to do it, or I don't know a trademark lawyer." So I am here to answer those burning questions. So first of all, I'm going to start with what a trademark is. A trademark is anything that indicates the source of a product or service. So it can be your brand name, but it can also be one of those products or services underneath your overarching umbrella. It can also be slogans or logos or really anything that indicates the source of a brand, product, or service. So that's what a trademark is. Now, having a trademark is different than having a registered trademark. A registered trademark means you get the full scope of protection. You have automatic exclusive presumption that you are the only person who has right to that trademark. So a federal trademark registration is super important. Now, most businesses have at least one trademark, if not more, because the name of every business in almost every instance is a trademark. The exception to that would be like the coffee shop for coffee shop. Really, it's just so generic, there's no protection. And that actually leads me to the first thing that you need to know about whether you should be filing for a trademark. You have to find out if your trademark is protectable. Now, it's protectable if it is strong enough to be considered distinctive and you're not infringing on anybody else or there's nothing too similar to prevent you from getting registration. So the first way you figure that out is through the trademark spectrum. I have a blog about it, I have videos about it. Basically, that determines how strong your mark is. Again, if it's generic, you can't have protection. Other than that, you need to make sure that you're not accidentally infringing on anybody or that there's not anything out there that's going to be too similar that's going to cause you a problem to get registration. Now, assuming that you can get registration, you have to go through the application process. And this is a lengthy process, okay? It's going to take about 1.5 years if all goes smoothly to get your trademark right now. The turnaround time for the initial review is 11 months, so it definitely takes a while. And what happens is a lot of times people will go through LegalZoom or they'll try to DIY a trademark and they end up with problems, but they don't find out for those 11 months, and then they have to start over and they have to wait another 11 months. So we're looking at 2 years just to even start the actual review process of the trademark. So some of those pitfalls include misidentifying your goods or services or being too narrow or anything else along those lines, because you can't fix that. If you incorrectly identify it, you got to start back over. So that's one of the big pitfalls that I see. Another thing is the strategy. When you go into the trademark process, you really have to think about your long and short-term plans. And that's what I do when somebody comes to me. We talk about the goals of my clients. What are they doing? What are they building with this business and this brand? What's next? Are they expanding geographically into different countries? Are they online business and they need to get on Amazon? All these different questions are questions that we talk to our clients about and make a really specific action plan and tailor our trademark applications to those clients. So now that you know a little bit about the trademark process and a little bit about how we handle things, I invite you to ask yourself these 3 questions when you're considering whether a trademark is right for you. The first question is, if you had a rebrand right now, would it cost you a lot of money? Would it be expensive? The second question that I want you to ask is, if somebody copied your name or was using a similar name to you, would that damage your business? And the third question that I want you to ask yourself is, do you plan on expanding? That could be geographically, that could be with employees, that could be with additional products and services. So if you answered yes to any of those questions, then you are almost certainly going to need a trademark registration. Now, there are other considerations if you didn't answer yes, but I'd be happy to talk about that with you more in depth, talk about your specific trademark. Go ahead and book a call with me. Just use the link below. You can get on the calendar with me and my team, and we're going to talk about exactly what we would do to help you protect your brand. I look forward to talking to you again soon.